The headline is, in the New York Times, they helped make the Hamptons, and now they're living in fear. Subheadline, Latino immigrants care for some of America's most lavish beachside mansions. Their disappearance would affect the wealthy, too. By Dion Searcy, reporter who writes about wealth and power, and Anna Lay, who covers mass transit in New York. Okay, some samples. Wealthy residents of the Hamptons demand perfection. Now, many of the people who make it so, Latino immigrants, some of them undocumented, are panicking about President Trump's deportation orders. The fear is on display outside a convenience store where day laborers sprint into a nearby field when a stranger approaches. It is present in the nervous apologizing of a longtime housekeeper when she interacts with police after a minor automobile scrape. And it courses through a small encampment in the woods where a landscaper is awaiting warmer weather so he can start cutting grass again to send money home to his family in Mexico. Obviously an illegal. Tom Homan, alert. In the Hamptons, with miles of privet hedges and luxury homes, Latino immigrants make up the bulk of the workforce, logging 12-hour days flipping mattresses, scrubbing toilets, and hanging drywall, and in the summer tending vineyards and assembling patio furniture under the hot sun. Some arrived illegally, crossing the U.S. border after grueling desert or jungle treks. Some have legal working papers, but are worried they could be swept up in raids, or that their undocumented family members and friends could. Some believe Trump is going after criminals, others aren't sure. In the town of East Hampton, which encompasses many of the villages at the East End, Latinos make up more than a quarter, blah, blah, blah. Okay, then they go on. Okay. Some of the wealthy are quietly beginning to make calculations about what it would mean if their undocumented workers were deported. Who would mow the lawn? Everyone relies on housekeepers and carpenters and tree cutters and grass cutters, said Merritt Molen, founder and executive director of Hamptons Community Outreach. People come to the Hamptons to enjoy their houses, and who is going to take care of them now? It's amazing, Batya.
It's amazing, and the piece explores how a lot of these people, a lot of the illegal immigrants are living in encampments in the woods because, of course, they can't afford a home or even to rent on the Hamptons. Their indentured servants are literally homeless. They're day laborers, and they are fighting to keep their slaves as if they are walking across the Edmund Pettus Bridge with Dr. King. It is so absolutely disgusting. Everyone has to read this article because they just have zero sense of, no awareness of how this would come across to an average American.